up? Welcome into another edition of Breaking BOOMZ. We got another one. We are loading up on in-state Buckeye State talent. Love it. Love it. Ohio State adds the commitment of tight end Brody Lennon from the Cleveland area. Another big addition. I want to remind you guys, Friday we will be live. I will be live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern here on the YouTubes. So check me out. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell. You'll get notified. 4:30 p.m. Eastern though, and we'll do it. We'll talk some updates on recruiting. We got to cover some of these recent in-state commits, like my guy Brody. What's up, Brody? Brah. Doing a lot of surfing up there on Lake Erie, bro. Anyway, it's perfect time for landscaping outside. Love the sound of that. Beautiful. So you may hear some tree trimming, weed whacking in the background. Will not stop a Breaking BOOMZ from being released in my book. I believe every one of these recruits should have their own episode of either the Daily Blitz or their own Breaking Boom at least. So here we go. It's incredibly loud. Hope you guys can't hear that shit. Fucking irritating. All right. So let's talk about our guy, Brody. Brody's 6'4", 220 out of Gilmore Academy, Gates Mills, Ohio. Gilmore is a Division III school, so a little bit smaller, lesser competition than your big Cleveland area, St. Ed's, St. Ignatius, you know. But he is a 3-star, 8.772. Nationally ranked number 608, number 30 tight end, and number 22 player in the great football state of Ohio. Now, last year, his junior season, he caught 32 passes for 750 yards, 11 TDs. He also plays both sides, he goes both ways here, 95 tackles as a D end, 30 TFLs and 13 sacks. So guy does everything for his team that they need him to do. So Lennon committed to Ohio State over offers from Penn State, Purdue, Pitt, West Virginia, Michigan State, Missouri, Kentucky, and a bunch more. On the field, though, for his high school team on offense, Lennon lines up all over. He lines up as an H-back. They flex him out as like a flex tight end, like in the slot. And then they also use him, of course, as an inline normal on the line of scrimmage tight end. They throw a lot of screen passes to him because of his ability to pick up yards after catch. He has a nice 40 time of 4.52 on that 40 at 6'4", 220. That's moving. That was clocked at one of the camps back in June he visited. So the Buckeyes are loading up on in-state development projects. A lot of these guys, especially these last three, you're probably not going to see on the field in 2025. It's going to take 2 years for these guys to get up to speed. And especially at tight end, it's a developmental position. You got to learn to catch, you got to learn to block, everything. Then, BP Miller, our guy out of Mansfield, he's got to learn wide receiver. He's learning an entire new position. And then Jake Cook, he's still getting in shape, getting his body right. So that's going to take some time besides just learning to be a college offensive lineman. So anyway, tight ends coach Keenan Bailey offered Lennon 10 days ago after a one-day camp workout. Performance was good enough that Bailey decided he had to offer Lennon. He already had Nate Roberts, the 4-star from Oklahoma, in the fold, but he decided that he needed a second tight end, and Lennon was good enough, has the tools that he can work on, and mold him into an Ohio State tight end. So Lennon said, quote, "I knew when I was down there on my official visit, talking to the players and coaches and other recruits, I knew Ohio State was something special and something I wanted to be a part of. Me and my family decided that I'll be going there. The coaching staff was really excited about the news, and everyone was congratulating me. I want to compete at the highest level, and I feel like Ohio State is the best, so I want to train to be the best." So the relationship between Ohio State and Brody Lennon ramped up late in winter, this past winter. Bailey was reaching out to him, making contact, starting those conversations, and that led to an early March visit from Lennon and his family. The athletic tight end said that at the time he felt a strong bond with the Buckeyes. He said, quote, there was a great energy. It was a great time. I talked to Coach Bailey, and we just talked about getting me down for a camp so he can see me work out in person, to watch how I move and see if I'm coachable. He also said I can come down to another spring practice anytime I want to. So the camp performance came months later in June, and that was the first real conversation between Lennon and Ryan Day. He said after the June 13th camp that, quote, I talked to Coach Day for about 10 minutes. My first impression of him was that this place is special. I knew it right from the start, and I see that it's very competitive. That's what I want. It's definitely surreal. So now, after spending the weekend at Ohio State on his official visit with the Buckeyes, Brody Lennon has what he wants. He's a Buckeye, and he's committed to Ryan Day and Keenan Bailey, second tight end of the 2025 Ohio State class. He's commitment number 19 in the class, so we're racking them up here. It's only June, end of June. So this class is going to be close to 30 guys, really close. Like I think this could be the largest class ever for Ohio State. But that means we have to go check our recruiting big board. Let me share the updated big board with you. So yeah, here we go. I'll read them off to you if you're listening on podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see my lovely graphics. So Tim Walton still in first with his 2 commits. He's got a 9.87 average. Larry Johnson now is bumped up to second with his third commit of Zion Grady. He's a .960. Matt Guerreri with his 3 commits, .926. He's in third. Fourth, you got Justin Fry adding Jake Cook. He's got 2 commits with a .969. Is that right? No, I'm going to have to adjust that. Hold on. That's not right. Bear with me. Yeah, that graphic's wrong. I'm going to have to fix that. Anyway, let me just read them off to you. Tim Walton, he has a 9978 with 2 commits. Larry Johnson, 3 commits, 9604. Matt Guerreri coming in third, 9258. Justin Fry in fourth, 9241. James Laurinaitis with 2, 92175. Carlos Lachlan coming in next with 2 commits, 9194. Brian Hartline, the bottom half of this, almost the basement, 9178 with his 3 commits. And then Keenan Bailey now is a 9101 with his 2 commits. So ignore that graphic if you're watching on YouTube. Anyway, let's check out the national rankings. Let's see where the Buckeyes are per average recruit. And still in first by a little bit of a margin. Buckeyes are at 9386, LSU 9371, Georgia 9328, Oregon 9318, Bama 9315, Clemson 9301, and then a drop off to Auburn 9146, A&M 9121, Cheaters 9118, Notre Dame with the most commits of anybody, 21 commits at 9101. They just seem to take former NFL players' kids. I don't know if that's a good strategy. We'll see how it works out. Anyways, please visit buckeyecast.com. Check out the shop. Check out the video vault. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.